Good morning everyone, we are back in Chiang Mai this morning, starting a new vlog for you all. If you haven't watched my videos before, we are backpacking through Thailand. We have been through the islands, through Bangkok, and now we are up in the north in Chiang Mai. This morning we have a very exciting day planned. We are going to visit a elephant sanctuary. We've been picked up by the man at our hotel, and now we are stopping at a market on the way. Just going to take a walk through the market and then continue our way over to the elephant sanctuary. We paid 1,700 baht for today, and it's a half day. We've got the morning slot, and it includes, is it vegetarian buffet? Yeah. A vegetarian buffet, and we're gonna like bathe the elephants, walk with the elephants. It's totally ethical and everything. Make sure that you do your research. We picked up a few leaflets from our hotel and then looked at the research ourselves online and the different reviews and everything to make sure that the elephants are being properly cared for and it's not just like for performance or for show. There's no chains, there's no riding. How excited are you for today?
I'm really excited. I've not seen elephants in a few years.
I know. Well, I saw some Pattaya, but before that it was 2019 as well. We've just arrived at the elephant camp, just gone to the toilet, and I hope we don't have any visitors. There is a baby behind them there. Oh, I'm so excited. This is what the place looks like. We drove down there and then crossed the bridge. Oh, there's an elephant. This place is gorgeous and they're just roaming about free. We have 5 elephants here. One of them's a baby. I said, so you have sheepdogs in the UK, right? And we said, yes. They said, these are our elephant dogs. We've got one here. They're so pretty. Lauren's taking selfies, and we got a baby over here, 4 months old. They're so cute. Hello. Yes, I'll stalk you too. Aww. They look after them all in the jungle, keep away the snakes and the other animals. We've been given some water and a chance to put sun cream and bug spray on. And this is just where the elephants live. Get to roam free around here.
We would like to help the local people also. That's all the people, you see, all the family, the kids, everything, because they don't have much money also. That's why we would like to come to help them and help elephant also. Both of them happy when we have the elephant in here, right? Why we need both of them happy? Because this is elephant is, they're not a wildlife elephant, right? You call captive elephant, right? They need the people to look after them. If the people are not really happy, they don't look after elephant very well. That's why you have to make both of them happy. When the people are happy, elephant gonna be happy, and you're gonna come to help the local people also. And this area is not owned by us, but this area owned by the local people. That's the people. This area, their area. We buy the banana for them. We buy the elephant food for them. The local people can come to work here. That's why they allow us to use this area, right? That's why in here not the same like normal elephant camp, because we have the area for elephant more than normal. They didn't call this is sanctuary, because for me the sanctuary is not the real in Thailand. The sanctuary have to be like wildlife elephant, big land. You understand? Like the project by government. But some they call that sanctuary, but small area. They don't use the Sheng also, but if they have small area, I think similar like the zoo. They just look like you feel at home. No one lock you, but you just stay at home. And after that, the people just give you McDonald's every day. It's no good. Have you know landmine? A lot of elephant lost the leg on that area. That's why we take her here, and now she happy life with the baby. But now she don't want to look after the baby much.
Cheeky.
I feed them banana every day, but today
Oh, hello. Oh, no, you. Oh, hello. Here you go. Oh. What are their names?
This is here. This is Pendao.
Pindao.
This is
Baby.
มืองไทย
Mun Thai.
เมืองไทย mean Thailand
Ah.
โมแคแม่โมแค
Mem okay.
Mem
For
okay.
mum.
แม่วงเดือน yeah
Oh yeah.
that is พรเก้า
Pong cow.
yeah
Sawadika pong cow.
medium size is 7 years
Wow.
yeah, and the baby is 1 year
1 year old.
Asia elephants the female have just small ivory they don't have the long ivory like Africa right Africa both of them they have the big ivory right and Asia elephant little bit smaller and the ear is smaller also all the Thai people eat the rice you know the rice before we peel you hold like this one I show you
Okay.
เฮ้แม่โมแคเว้มาเฮ้
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
all gone
How long does it take?
อันนี้ทำกี่วันได้ตัวนี้
Too long.
sometimes one t-shirt sometimes 1 month depends on
Oh my
on them if they have free time and if they do whole day gonna be like for nearly 1 week Gonna be
Wow.
one t-shirt.
We're on a walk
because he think that's
with
guy
the
is
elephants.
there.
Trek. It's a trek. I'm a little bit
You can touch
out of
them.
breath. A walk in the jungle and the elephants are behind us. We're just following them. We're not leading them in any way. The mahouts are up there. It's a little bit difficult for me. I've got my stick. The man has to help me. Kokunka.
Here 2 times a year 1 time is 2 months right but he passed away last year the storm come and the big tree fall down so sad.
Insensitive of me.
Finished our hike with the elephants. It was about an hour long and at some points I wasn't loving it, not gonna lie. But I'm glad I did it. I'm quite proud of myself. That was so nice, and just seeing them in their natural habitat is something that is just should be on everyone's bucket list. And now we've been given our free lunch. Dang moo. And we've got our little banana leaf packages here. Lauren's already cracked hers open. What have we got, Lauren? With?
An egg.
And veg. Is it good?
Yeah, there's chili sauce as well.
No, we're not adding the chili sauce. My pet kopkunka. Lovely. A thumbs up from everyone. We've just had a swim with the elephants and put the mud all over them and everything. It was so much fun. I didn't film any of it though because I was going to leave my bag on the side, but the man says that sometimes the elephants come out of the water and they trample on things that aren't nature. So I did not want my camera to get trampled on. He's airdropping us all the photos, so I might put some up on screen. We're just watching the elephants. And the baby is so cute. The elephants are just hanging out. There's one over there and 4 over there. A very good day. Very successful. Very happy. Hi guys, as you can see it's a couple weeks later. I just wanted to put this bit in the end of the elephant vlog and try and explain a little bit more because the guide was really helpful, really useful. As you will have seen, I put in about a minute of him just talking to us, explaining about the elephants and stuff like that because obviously no one can say it better than he can, and he was a self-proclaimed elephant nerd, which I thought was quite cool. He said that he'd grown up around elephants his whole life, and the organisation that he works for before COVID, he used to travel all around Southeast Asia looking after these elephants. He used to do it in Vietnam, so I thought it was really cool. And then obviously after COVID he's been in Thailand just working in that area, trying to help the local people and using their land like he said. But at the start of this video I mentioned something that I wanted to touch on. I said that like the elephant sanctuary, which now I wouldn't even call it a sanctuary after what he said, had like no chains, no riding and anything like that, and they don't, like, you can't visit it and go and do that. He was telling us that it's not such a like a black and white scene like some people portray it. They're like, oh, elephant riding is bad, you shouldn't do it, if you see them wrapped up in chains they're living a terrible life, things like that, whereas it's much more of a grey area, which I thought was really interesting. So I just wanted to put a little bit about that in the video. Basically, like he said in the video, there's not really many wild elephants in Thailand anymore because they've been working with humans their whole life. I think logging was only made illegal in like the past 50 years, and these elephants can go so old that some of them had to be rescued and they just can't live on their own anymore. Like he said, it's like releasing your dog back into the wild and being like, okay, you live alone now. The elephants don't know how to do that, so they need to live with the people to be able to survive. Basically most of these elephants that are in sanctuaries and things like that, he said that if an elephant gets ill, they need to be able to ride and chain the elephant to be able to get it to safety. If an elephant has digestive problems, an elephant can die within 3 days, and the elephant's not going to know what to do, so they need to be able to chain the elephant onto a vehicle, which they have ridden the elephant to get onto. The elephant is not going to get onto the vehicle. You can't tell an elephant to get onto a vehicle. And you saw the area that we were in. It's pretty remote. He said that the closest hospital is 4 hours away, or a day's walk basically. And when an elephant only has 3 days, they don't have time to walk. They've got to ride them onto the vehicle, chain the elephant into the vehicle, and get it to the hospital for the elephant's sake. Like I mentioned in another video, I think it was my Chiang Mai video, it's burning season right now in the north, and this means when the farmers are burning all their crops to get ready for the next season of planting crops basically. So these elephants are surrounded by jungle and woodland, and sometimes these burning season fires can get out of hand and elephants can stumble onto a forest fire basically, or like the trees can become unstable from the fires and fall over and crush elephants, or a lot of car accidents can kill elephants. That's quite a big elephant killer. Obviously the wild elephant is just trekking where he always has, and now there's a road halfway through it, so they need the people to be able to guide them and keep them safe. And even when farmers have land in the north and the elephant walks over onto the crops, sometimes the farm is all he has. He's a poor farmer, and when an elephant comes and starts eating the crops, he's going to shoot the elephant. And it's a very grey area because the farmer is poor, he needs these crops to sell to make a living, but also he's shot a wild elephant that doesn't know any better basically, and these chemicals that the crops have on them can sometimes kill the wild elephants. There are very few numbers of wild elephants that can survive without human help, and even these wild elephants like the one that we saw in the camp, which are not wild, they need the people's help to be able to survive. They need to be chained sometimes, they need to be ridden sometimes basically. As long as it's in moderation and it's for the elephant's health and safety, I think it's a much more grey area. And our guide was telling us that the two things the elephants need to be happy is number 1 food and number 2 exercise. They eat 10 times their body weight, and they basically need to be eating all day to survive. And if they are kept in a small area, then they're not going to be able to get the exercise they need. And number 2, they're not going to be able to get the food that they want to eat, because they want to explore to be able to find different patches of jungle that they have not eaten already. And when an elephant is not chained, but it could be kept in a smaller enclosure, he likened it to us staying at home and being fed McDonald's every day. So he said that sometimes you get these elephants that are free, but they are in a small enclosure and they do not get the exercise and they do not get the food. Or sometimes you can get the elephants that are ridden, but then they get the exercise that they need to be able to walk every day and maybe get the food that they need along the way. Like it's a very complicated issue and a very great area, and I just find that really interesting, because before that I was kind of like, no, elephant riding is bad, chaining is bad, and it's a much more complicated issue than that. And I found it really insightful to be listening to this man who has grown up all around elephants his whole life. He has been around this viewpoint his whole life, and he knows a lot more about them than you or I or anyone in the Western world probably does. And this is the end of my elephant camp vlog. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe, as I'll be back next time with a new Thailand video. Bye guys!